YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Amanda. Some people call me AJ. I'm a Canadian. I'm a bodybuilder. I am an online coach, and I'm a personal trainer. I put up a question box on my Instagram for you guys to send me in some anonymous questions. And I think maybe we were a little bit confused about the context of maybe which I expected questions. I don't know why I had a certain expectation of what kinds of questions that you guys were gonna send in, but it's very clear that it was just a handful of thirsty men. Saying so, we can already just maybe assume that 90% of the questions were just, are you single? What's your dating life? Anytime I put up anything about like a question box, I always seem to get a ton of questions about dating and relationships. So first and foremost, I just want to address this loud and clear. Just because I am a female and I'm in my 20s does not mean that I have to be dating. It does not mean that I have to be in a relationship. It does not mean that I need to be looking for the love of my life. It doesn't mean any of that. I feel like we need to just wipe this like social construct that every female in her 20s just wants to be in a relationship. Truthfully, what is meant for me will be, what is not meant for me will not be. I am privileged enough at this time in my life to have a very strong sense of independence where I don't feel the need to be out there scavenging to put something together with somebody. But since y'all want to know the tea is not scolding. There's no hot tea. She is single. She's happily single. She's not actively dating. And no, if you are watching this video looking for that answer, I will probably not go to dinner with you because I follow a meal plan and I do not go off my meal plan, okay? We love our meal plan, period. So, trying to date, period, horrible. Trying to date when you're a bodybuilder,
like, it's virtually impossible.
I've been asked before if I would consider like talking to someone or getting to know someone who's not a bodybuilder. Just from experience, that just personally doesn't particularly work for my life. Sport is so like, I can sit around and I can explain the sport to someone all day long. I can tell them why it's important to me. I can tell them like, you know, all this stuff. But for someone to truly grasp and understand and wholeheartedly accept all that kind of stuff, it's a lot. Like, you're asking a lot of somebody. Hear me out. I understand that this is a very big comparison, but being a bodybuilder and trying to talk to somebody who's not a bodybuilder is like an extremely religious person trying to have someone who's an atheist just understand each other. Like, it's really, really, like, it can be done, but it is really, really difficult. I personally do not have the patience for that. So if I were to see myself with somebody at this current phase of my life, they would also have to be a bodybuilder. I did try and talk to somebody earlier this year, but that crap just like did not work out. As you may or may not know, I was on prep this year for 7 months, which is a very long time, in which at one point, I did try to talk to somebody. This person was not a bodybuilder, but was an aspiring bodybuilder, like wanted to kind of get into it, wanted to compete, wanted to do their first show. There were so many things that they just like could not comprehend about parts of the lifestyle that made it really difficult for us to foster any sort of genuine relationship. Man, when you're in prep, you really need a lot of compassion from your people. If other people haven't done it before, it's so hard to understand like the feels of it all, truthfully what you're going through, because it's hard. And like, I understand people can relate to going through tough times. People can relate to experiencing like physical pain or like mental distress, stuff like that. I can't even like consolidate what it's like to be in prep. See, this is exactly what I'm saying, where there's sometimes just no words to even describe how you're feeling or how things are. Trying to help somebody get on board to understand you who doesn't know, it's just like, oh, it's honestly, it's virtually impossible. In fun news though, this person is now prepping for a show. I'm sure that they will find lots of time to reflect on things they didn't understand about my behaviors and my actions that they probably understand now. So that's cool. Anyways, you guys seem to be very curious about the dating life. And truthfully, there's just no dating life. I love the idea that when the time is right for me, it will present itself. And until then, we've got other things to focus on. We've got other priorities. We've got other things of importance that we're doing. and that's fine, and that's okay. And just because, like I said, just because I'm a female and I'm in my 20s does not mean that I need to be dating. It does not mean that I need to be doing all those types of things. So, okay. Today is Friday, November 3rd. It is 8:55 a.m. I'm just about to go and train my first client for the day. Fridays are my rest days, so she's kind of a boring one. I'm not really gonna draw you guys along for that. However, I do think it would be fun to bring y'all to the gym with me tomorrow. So I will let you go here, and I'm gonna go about my day, and I will see you tomorrow in the morning. Okay, bye. Good morning. This is me just coming back from fast cardio. A lot of dreams last night about freaking treats. Like, I don't feel like I ever have dreams about treats, but I literally had a dream that I was at an all-inclusive vacation and I was at like some kind of buffet and they were putting out crepes and I was like, oh, that looks good. And then I look across the hall and they had donuts. So then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a donut instead. So then I walked over to the donuts, but then the donuts would disappear. So then I'd be like, oh, screw it, let me go back and get a crepe. And I would go back and get a crepe, but then it would be pancakes. And then I would look back across the hall and it would be like cookies. And then I'd be like, oh man, I don't want pancakes, I want a cookie. Anyways, I'm getting this like weird inference about this dream as if it's trying to tell me something. Maybe I'm being overly dramatic. Maybe I'm trying to make a decision or I'm torn between something and I need to figure out what that is. So definitely excited to kind of start looking inwards to figure out kind of what that jazz is. Also, how cute is my henna? We love this. My coworker is celebrating Diwali and she's been doing henna for some of her friends and family, kind of started it as a small business, and we kept posting them and I kept telling her how beautiful they were. She did some beautiful henna for me. This is a great segue for me to say that if you're celebrating Diwali, happy Diwali! Diwali is a really, really big deal in the city where I'm from. To say I feel very, very special to be able to have a little bit of henna and kind of get in the spirit. Truthfully, it's so beautiful, and if you don't know what Diwali is, it's the festival of lights. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. Anyways, I'm disgusting and sweaty. I go take a shower, clean up. It's hair wash day, so we're gonna wash her hair, which means I also put my sheets in the wash. I made my entire bed and then I realized that I was gonna wash my hair, which means I was gonna wash my sheets. We'll sit down, we'll have breakfast. I'll show you guys what the meal is, and then I'm probably gonna hang out and just do some work for a few hours. It's been a few hours. Let's answer a couple of questions. How can I lose 5 pounds of just fat? The answer is simple. It's diet and exercise. Struggling to eat on a bulk. Do you have any tips? My first tip is going to be suck it up and eat. Sorry, that's a little bit harsh. Second tip is make sure that you're eating foods that digest really good. So if you're struggling to say eat rice, you could try eating cream of rice. Or if you're eating something really dense like oats and potatoes, you could also try switching that for something like rice. Being able to drink calories could be helpful. I know some people who will actually blend meals. So they'll take, for example, like oats, banana whey, like peanut butter, and they'll blend it into like a big smoothie so they can just kind of drink it back. Another thing you could do is get a really good digestive aid. I would recommend using Betaine HCl. So I'll put a picture of it here. This is a really great product by HD Muscle. Even if you're just someone who's on a high protein diet and you're looking to optimize digestion, I would also recommend this product for that as well. And the last question I'll answer for right now is how can I lose weight with PCOS? Similar to the question about losing 5 pounds, good diet and exercise is going to do you really well here. The other really important thing is going to be consistency. I think that's the one thing people always forget about is consistency and patience, because it's consistency over a period of time. It's not just can you be consistent for a week, it's can you be consistent, well, sort of for the rest of your life. And I don't mean that in like a harsh way, I just mean it in like why would you just want to lose the 5 pounds and not keep it off? It's 11:15. I'm hungry for my second meal. My next meal is just gonna be some rice and chicken. If you're new to the channel, then you probably have not yet met my friend Inej, but she is coming over. We're gonna drive out to the gym together today. I just made my cream of rice. Today we are doing coconut cream of rice, the Seriously Rice by Ascension Foods. And we're doing it with maple waffles proteins. I don't know how good coconut, maple, and waffles is gonna go, but it sounds like, I mean...
Can it go wrong? I feel like it can't go wrong.
If you're looking to shop either delicious cream of rice or any supplements from HD, you can use code AJLifts. It'll save you money on both those places. We have Hamstring day today.
Let's go. That was our hammy day. We do glutes tomorrow, so today was literally just hammies. I am wearing new Forever Fitness leggings. These guys are super buttery soft. If you guys are familiar with like Lululemon, it's kind of like if Align and Wonder Under had a child. It would literally be these leggings. Cute little seam this way. So they really accentuate the booty. And there's a bunch of new colors, so go check them out. Use code AJLifts with 2 S's. If you want to shop, if you want to support, if you want to save some money, honey. All right, and then and I are gonna go eat cream of rice. Good evening. It's 8:30 after the gym. Inez came over and we literally just hung out and we were chatting and we were watching the new season of Selling Sunset. I'm gonna answer one more question and then we will wrap up today's video. Is bodybuilding actually healthy? Here's the thing. Nobody ever said bodybuilding was healthy. As a matter of fact, I'm a firm believer that there is no sport that is actually healthy. Think about any sport, everything is really taxing and really exhausting on the body. We're talking about healthy. Healthy is also just a construct. It could mean something very different to you than what it means to me. Do I necessarily consider prep to be healthy? Not particularly. Do I consider what I'm doing now, my routine is structured like right now, healthy? I consider it healthy, and if you don't, that's okay. If we have different ideas of what health means in our lives, that's totally fine. If you made it this far into the video, first and foremost, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I can't believe you watch these videos. As we approach the nice and cold winter season, I think it would be really fun if we all leave some comments down below of some sunshine emojis or some flower emojis to bring some light and brightness to the comment section here. And with all that being said, I love you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.